Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Today I decided to do an update on Divine Masculine, so where they are on the journey, especially since we just had the new moon in Cancer. Hopefully you were able to make the use of the peak point of the energy, or if not, you still have a chance to manifest, to set some goals, manifest what you're willing to attract into your reality more consciously in a more aware way. Because we do that anyway, right? Some people were asking me, I also posted a video about that on my Instagram account, how it works, what's a lunar return, because for me personally, it was a lunar return yesterday. What is the big deal really, right? Like, it obviously doesn't mean that that's the only way. Whenever we talk about manifestation process, rituals, how your inner work is helping you manifest, we're talking about it from a more conscious perspective. Meaning that, and of course, when the energy in the universe is favorable for it, it's like the same way as if you're in agriculture and you have a choice between a field with an average soil or with a very fertile soil. Which one are you going to be using? Of course, you're going to be using the one which is more fertile, unless you have very specific reasons for not doing it, right? But the default, the straightforward solution would be, of course, to make use of the best soil. Why make the life harder for yourself if you can make it easier? And this is a similar way. It's like a more favorable environment. And the truth is, of course, that each of us manifests something into their reality every day, 24/7. It's a non-stop process. So it doesn't mean that you've manifested something and then the next day you're like off to do something else, or you're doing something that doesn't go along with what you have manifested. It's not gonna make sense anyway, right? You're sending mixed messages. Or if you're very high vibe during your point of manifestation and then you went into low vibe, it's still gonna matter. All of the energies you are exuding, that you are putting out there, they're gonna be taken into account. But we're just talking about making it a more conscious process, so you don't get hit by circumstances because subconsciously you put out something that you didn't really want to resonate in the universe and come back around to you. Okay, and hopefully along the line we're all learning. I'm gonna just start shuffling for the oracle card for Divine Masculines to see what's going on with them right now. Ultimately, as you do it more often, if you are consistent, you are learning for it to be your state of mind on the regular basis, and not just at a certain point when you are doing a meditation to bring something in or to heal something, right? It just becomes a way of living. And that's the best way to do it. Okay, we have back on task. This card keeps coming up for Divine Masculine. So what I can immediately sense is that they're still working on figuring out what the task is. What's the most important task right now? Because a lot of things are coming their way. They're hitting their attention. They're asking and grabbing for the attention. And Divine Masculines are like, well, I can't do all of it at once, right? So I need to figure out, and we're gonna get more information about that. What is it that Divine Masculines are dealing with right now? Why are they struggling to pick the right move? So let's look at the 5D energy first, then we'll look at the 3D, and then we'll get what are Divine Masculines wishing for the connection. And then at the end, I've got my oracle cards with messages from Divine Masculines to Feminines. We'll pull a few of those. Okay, so what is the 5D situation for the Divine Masculine collective right now? For those Divine Masculines watching, or for their Divine Feminine cross watchers. What's happening in 5D space? Don't forget to like the video, to subscribe to my channel, and to leave a comment. 4 of Cups, I'll pull a clarifier as well. What's happening in 3D space? What's happening in their physical reality at this point in time? Okay, we've got 2 kings, King of Cups, King of Swords. That's cool. And by the way, I'm using the movie tarot deck, so whenever we get people, we actually get certain actors, certain characters, to be more exact. So here I see you have Bill Murray, and I think Tom Cruise is in the King of Swords. If we get any major arcana, I'll also read. No, I won't read from the book, I don't have it next to me, but usually I do read from the book because it has certain movie context in it, a certain moment that is captured. Okay, so that's 3D, 2 kings, that's very nice. And I also like that there is a new moon in this card. This is so cool. What are the divine masculines wishing for the connection? Let's see, let's actually, thank you for clarification. First, let's ask how they seeing the connection. How are they seeing the connection as it is right now? All right, we got the devil. Very straightforward. And trying to remember which one was it from. Was it Moulin Rouge? Yeah, anyway, I don't have the book with me, so I won't read from the book today. What are they wishing for in the connection? Oops. The Chariot. Love it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 7 of coins. Strategizing. Yeah. So that matches actually this card very well, because divine masculines are trying to sit down or get back to the whiteboard or whatever you want to call it or visualize it, and trying to build a strategy. They're like, okay, it's just too much in my conscious space right now. I need some structure, right? That's what the masculine energy is leaning towards usually, to have everything like planned and structured. So that's what they're trying to do, at least. Please clarify 4 of Cups. Of Pentacles, another King. Please clarify King of Swords, King of Cups. The Devil. Please clarify the Devil. Queen of Pentacles. It's nice. We've got a couple now. Queen and King of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Chariot. Of Swords. Okay. Knight of Cups. So deep down, there is this knighthood kind of energy that I'm getting for divine masculines. So they are feeling romantic. They do want to be more, for this to be more poetic, I'm getting, or for more poetry to be in their life. So for some, it is more connected directly to divine feminine. For some, it's just in general what their wish is for the current reality, because that's what their energy is deep down. Okay, so yeah, 4 of Cups. Again, you have new moon here, clarified by King of Pentacles. So divine masculines are seeing, or at least the energy is pushing them towards a new opportunity in life. Something, a new project, could be a business project, could be a new hobby, could be, I don't know, moving to a new place, even something that will establish their social status, their position in public, right? There is a new opportunity coming in. They're feeling this even anxiety, a little bit of anxiety I'm getting with this, because they don't want to miss it again. They feel like they've missed a few opportunities in the past, and they don't want to miss this one because they're feeling adventurous, I'm getting, but also determined to move forward with their financial success, with their public success, right? To conquer new horizons, which is again a natural masculine energy. To do more, be more, etc., etc. So for what is going on in their 3D life, we have King of Swords and King of Cups, clarified by the Devil. So both of them are wearing black. That's what I'm seeing too. So it's kind of like this, some of the activities happening behind the scenes, on the down low. It's not getting public display. And it could be partly because divine masculine's a little ashamed of it. For some, it could be because this is like part of the strategizing energy, where they are preparing to come out in the public with something. This is like, you know, doing research kind of stuff, where I need to get ready for the big day, that sort of energy that I'm getting. For the day of the fight, maybe, right, with the sword here, and Tom Cruise ready, ready for his fight, right? It's kind of like, but this is, notice that this is combining the masculine and the feminine energy. The 3D and 5D, that's what I'm getting, because, you know, this is about the swords and the cups here. So it's like they want to come out as an adult, as a master, as somebody mature. They don't want to just go for it when the inspiration strikes or anxiety strikes, right? So that's why this is like, they're still gathering their facts, they're gathering resources, right? And they don't want necessarily the public to see that part of the deal, whatever it is they're preparing for. So, which means that there will be big changes coming up in the next months. That's what I'm getting. We don't necessarily know what they are. Maybe even divine masculines don't know yet, but they're definitely preparing for something big. Yeah, for how they see the connection, we have the devil clarified by Queen of Pentacles. So they see on the forefront, they see in this seductress, divine, feminine, and notice that the devil card in this deck is the feminine, right? Look at this card. This is the devil as well, but this is masculine. But this is specifically to me, and I asked the question how they see the connection. They get a lot of temptation to move forward in a more physical way, in a more sexual way. And it's not in a creepy way necessarily, but again, that's how the masculine attraction works, right? They are attracted to what they see, to how they feel, you know, in that sense, right? To what turns them on. And it doesn't have to be a naked body. It could be something completely different. It could be your voice, divine feminines, right? It could be the way you smile. It could be any of those things, but they turn them on. That's the idea, right? That we see here. And I'm actually even getting with those examples they gave, they're even more turned on by, not so much by the immediate body, but at this point they're noticing other things about you that turn them on that are not necessarily usually connected with physical attraction, right? With something sexual. Like I mentioned, your smile or your voice, or the way you take care of others, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, even the way you run things in your own life. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, you know, at least a light worker, somebody who is given to the community, who's achieving something, what's the word? Something extraordinary, right? Not your kind of routine job that anybody could have. No, this is something special. And that's what turns them on right now. What are they wishing for? We have the Chariot clarified by Three of Swords. They really want to get away from the heartache of the past. It's connected partly with divine feminine, partly with other relationships that they've had, starting with the parents, and certain scenarios that are being brought, certain fears that they have. One of the reasons they're not stepping forward in these connections, because, and you see even with the Chariot, he's got this blue here, just telling me, I'm being drawn to that because it's like a cold-blooded part, right? Like this is like shielded, this is, or frozen, right? They're not necessarily opening up their heart, or they have certain fears because of that past painful experience. Some of them don't realize it, of course, but really that's what is happening. So they're wishing to be free of that pain, of keeping themselves back, and being extra cautious in terms of having a real relationship, or opening up their heart. And the truth is, you can't really have a truly loving relationship without opening up your heart, without being vulnerable, and without a possibility being out there that you're gonna get hurt again. It's just how it is. There's no ideal middle ground here. Okay, let's put some messages. So I decided I'm gonna keep this one, try to keep this one short. So yeah, I'm gonna put some messages from Divine Masculines to Divine Feminines. What would they like to tell us now? What's on their heart and their mind? What are they working on? Okay, thank you. All right. So we have, I constantly look at your pictures and messages. I never meant to hurt you. And this hurt is coming back around to them, actually. Part of that. They are seeing the other end of it. They're seeing, you know, like with the empathy, we can picture ourselves in somebody else's shoes and we can feel what they feel because, you know, immediately we know, like, if that happened to me, I would be XYZ, you know, and that's what is happening to them right now. So they are getting into those scenarios where you were hurt, you were upset. Maybe at the time they didn't understand why. Now they're seeing kind of the full picture and they're understanding why you were upset with them, why you were hurt, why you responded the way you did, right? Maybe you walked away or something, right? Now they are feeling it. And I feel lost and lonely without you. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I hope this was good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.